Makeup is used by women all around the world to enhance their beauty. It is used to cover a scar, a blemish, a wrinkle, or any other skin concern. The makeup industry is worth millions of dollars globally because of this. On today's episode of Showcase, we meet with a makeup mogul by the name of Adebola, who tells us about what it means to own a successful makeup brand. This is Showcase. I'm Nafisa Abdul-Al.
Looking good is a serious business, so I love makeup. My name is Mrs. Adebola Gbadebo. I'm a makeup entrepreneur. Actually, I've started a long time ago. That was when I was in the university. In fact, there was no pressure of selling makeup or being a makeup artist back then. It was just a friend that introduced me to Mary Kay. That was in 2007. You know, she came to my house that time and she introduced me to the networking part of it. You know, like if you buy for $100 for a starter pack, like that. That was how I started retailing makeup as 2007. So that was how I started. You know, from there, when I left the university, I served in NAFDAC. You know, after NYSC now, you know, we try to get the white collar job, right? So, you know, it wasn't forthcoming. But don't forget, I've actually started doing this thing, retailing makeup, while I was an undergraduate. So when I finished school in 2009, I went for professional training as a makeup artist at that time. So I was doing it part-time while serving. So after NYSC, I just go into it fully. Looking good is a serious business, so I love makeup. Well, you know, makeup is somehow luxury. Yeah. So ever since this increment in exchange rate, the turn up has not been like before again. And there are some high-end products we don't actually even sell for now. You know, we just sell something more affordable. And well, but because of the parts of the country that we have, you know, we are in the city. So people still, you know, buy makeup. Looking good is a serious business. You can't still show up to your offices without, you know, looking nice, you know, have a little lip gloss on and all. Though at that time of pandemic, makeup was not really selling that much because people started using masks, you know, so that reduced the sales of makeup at that time. But now it's better. I have a makeup brand which I produce from China, and I still sell some other brands as well, which some we get from US, some we get locally from their major distributors. Makeup is very lucrative because it's a consumable product. When people buy foundation, for example, they will finish it in time, then come back for another one. So it's a consumable product, and that makes it very lucrative. Yeah, I know there is this huge misconception that what you see made in Nigeria on a particular product, like our own, you see made in PRC, and most major markets for makeup is in China. Even all other foreign brands, you know, let's say you're in the US now, Nigeria is a foreign brand when you're in US, you know, but you know, back at home, there's a way we look at anything made in Nigeria or any brand that has that is associated with a black person, we always feel it's a substandard product or it's inferior. No, it's not like that. When we're sourcing our raw material, they give us different packages for productions. Like, what do you want? So it's what you want as a brand owner that really matters. So you can have a high end, you can have a cheap product or a cheap brand. So make in PRC, made in China, and you branded it and you bring it down to Nigeria doesn't make it inferior. Most brands in the US, in Canada and all, they source their products from the same place as well. So it all depends on the brand owner, what you stand for. We are so particular about good products. So we don't go for substandard materials to produce our makeup. As an entrepreneur, you don't come out and say, oh, my product is, you don't bring someone down. You cannot rise that way. Every other brand, they are as good as Debilosta as well, but I can tell you that Debilosta products can compete with a foreign brand. I've been in the industry now for over a decade, definitely. But I started makeup, my home makeup brand in 2015 and 2016 thereabouts. You know, that's when we started our home makeup brand. And since then, we have chains of distributors. Don't forget, I've been in the market even before I started branding my home makeup. So I have chains and streams of customers already by that time. So when we started our makeup brand, it wasn't difficult to get customers to buy our product. When I was single, it was quite easier. You know, then there wasn't so much pressure from anybody. I have my time to myself. I can go to the store as early as 8 a.m. if I want. But after I got married, you know, it wasn't like that again. You know, I have to have time for my children, my husband. It's quite demanding as a woman. But what I would say in general is that I'm really grateful to God that I have my feet rooted in my business before marriage. So when it came in, I have lots of help around me. I have helps in the store, I have helps in the house. So it didn't really show. But you know, I have to be there for my family in person. So that's the only difference. That was the only thing that changed when I got married. So being a woman generally, it's not easy managing a business and managing your family. But the good thing about makeup industry is that it's dominated by women. So it's a women-dominated industry. So though we have men doing it and all, but we own it. We own it. My biggest achievement, I've met a lot of people in this line of business. You know, I've created that bond with so many of my customers that turn to friends. So we've carried on a beautiful relationship from that platform of knowing each other as a customer and a supplier. And apart from that, of course, so many other things, you know, in material things, of course, I've really done well for myself. I'm contented. So, you know, as an entrepreneur, you have to desire to have more. Every human being desires to have more. In every aspect of life, you always want more. So I want more for my brand. You know, I still want so many people to hear about our brand. I want to have distributors outside the country. Though we have few, I want to have more. And in the nearest future, you know, we want to really be a strong household name in the industry and, you know, to be a giant in the industry as well. So I want more. Not like I'm okay with where I am, but I can't complain. God has been really good. I can't complain. But of course, I want more.
Makeup is actually my hobby. Everything about me is makeup. Like, I love it. Yeah.
How does it make you feel?
Confident, beautiful, and unique.
Kwalliya da mata ke yi akwai different, akwai bambanci. Kamar ni tsoho da ni da matana ta fito ina so. Amma kamar da ku 'yan mata, ku dole ne mazajen ku saya muku kayan kwalliya saboda ku riga kun saba da shi kuma dole ne ku yi kwalliyar nan don ku fita fes. Amma mu kamar tsofi da mu ba mu ruwan mu, don da suka fito muna so.
As a person, I don't like any lady that is using makeup. I like somebody to be natural. You know, when somebody appears in its natural form, at least as a man, maybe at the point of trying to date a lady, at least you really know what you are going for. Not to talk of those that have a cosmetic on at the first point of meeting them. By the time maybe you go to the person on visitation, the person now appear before you without the cosmetic on, the person will definitely look odd. So that's why, as a person, I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't have any issue about makeup, but when moderately done, that is when I can consider it befitting. I feel good. I feel good about her, and it makes me love her more because she engaged in a moderate one.
If it's moderate, I like it. Once it's moderate, I like it. But anything outside that, I don't fancy it. I do buy her makeup. Sometimes I take her out, but I always want that it should be made.
It makes me have confidence in myself. Whenever I'm on makeup, I feel this beauty in me. Yeah. So I feel it's enhanced more beauty. It brings out more beauty in me.
Makeup means a lot, actually, because there are times you wake up and you are looking sick. So you would want to touch up, put up something to just look nice, because you wake up with eye bags sometimes, and then, okay, you want to go to work, because you don't want to be looking all sick and tired. You just cover up some few things.
I don't see it making any difference. It doesn't have any difference or make any difference in me. Sometimes I wear it, but most times I don't. Just like today. Even if I would do it, to just be a nude one. It wouldn't take much, not the heavy type.
Makeup generally is a good thing. At least it helps us feel comfortable, look good, presentable, and it helps you bolster your self-esteem, so to say. It just makes you just feel confident in the midst of people. Since I've already said it's a good thing, obviously it means I'll let my wife do makeup, I'll let my sisters do makeup, my daughters too. Generally, I think makeup, even though it's a woman thing, men do it too. But just like I said, it just helps you bolster your self-confidence. So if it can help you project a good image, make you feel secured, then definitely, of course, my wife should do it, my sisters should do it. But I think there's this thing about excessive makeup. It should be done with moderation and discretion, so that it doesn't become too much. If it becomes excessive, I mean, it could even defeat the aim of that makeup. Sometimes it makes you even look worse.
I have a lot of happy moments. I can't really point to one that this is a particular. It's like asking me what's my favorite food. I don't have a favorite food. So I have so many. Every day is a happy day for me. Of course, there are some days that come with its own struggles, but God has been good. So I can't really, let me think. The happiest moment, okay. One of my happiest moments is the day I stopped doing makeup. And the reason why is that, of course I'm married. It became so demanding for me, moving around, especially going out of town, and I'm an introvert. That made it worse for me. So when I was doing the business, don't forget, I started retailing makeup products. So along the line, I have to add being a makeup artist to it. So that part of the business, I don't really think I enjoy it so much because it's really demanding. Let me use that word. It's really demanding. So it got to a point, especially when I gave birth to my firstborn, I was breastfeeding. I remember my baby was maybe 2 months. I have to go out of town. So I forgot my breast pump. I went to Kaduna for a bridal makeup job. God, before we could get a breast pump, my breast was so hard of milk. It was really tiring, it was really, really tiring. And I don't really like traveling like that. I like my space. So doing that one was a very, I was so determined to do it because at that point of my business, I need to be one. And I need to be a very good one to promote my brand. So I have to put in all effort and all. So that part I didn't really enjoy so much. Don't forget, because I am an introvert. So I don't really like going out like that. So that one was a struggle for me. As an entrepreneur, as a business person, as much as you have so many wonderful customers, which their behavior and their attitudes towards you has overshadowed the bad ones. But trust me, those bad ones are not so easy to forget. In Nigeria, there are so many work we see as a survival skill. People don't really accord so much respect to your kind of work. They just believe you're trying to survive. and they believe that without you, without them, you can't really. Just the way people look at it, maybe when you're a hairstylist, when you're a barber, when you're doing all hair, they see it as a menial job. It's a menial job somehow, but there's a whole lot of things. Customers I've seen a lot. One thing that comes to my mind, and even one thing I tell my staff, is that they are not here to sleep. No matter how hard you are, you will go. You will go back to wherever you come from. So when the customer is hungry like that, you don't try to pay attention to their words because it will hurt you. So rather, I try to distract myself. And I've never replied a customer before. Yeah, in over 10 years of doing this business, I've never even worked anybody out of my store. I just try as much as possible to manage them. And funny enough, there are some customers that were hard at the beginning, but they are now a very good customers of ours because of the way I handled some of the situations. But I've had some terrible ones. Like a customer throw money to you, or they try to talk your craft, they try to talk it down because they are trying to get a bargain for their for product or services. I remember there was a day a customer came to my store and she told me, customer like this, some of them have this attitude. When they want a particular price, they don't go, the way they go about bargaining things sometimes can be very, wonderful. So that day I think she picked the foundation. I can't remember the actual price, but she said she's gonna pay this price. Let's say the foundation is 7,000 naira. So she now said, "Oh, I'll pay 5,000." You can't tell me you will pay 5,000. You will ask me, "Can I pay 5,000?" And the way she was speaking things in the store, if you tell her this is 2,000, she said, "I'll pay 1,000." I said, "Madam, you can't pay like that now." She now said, "You are very rude." I just laughed. I don't understand. Which one is rude in this one again? So as they are calling the prices, you don't want me to say anything. I should just give me, do you know how much I bought those things? I have to make profit, That's even the list of one. I can't even remember. Can't really remember. But yeah, I've had some wonderful times with some customers. Social media has really impacted our business in a very positive way. It's not everybody that like to move around to shop for things and all. So just in the comfort of their offices or their home, they get to see our product, they get to see the reviews, and they can order from there and we get it delivered to them. So yes, I can even say it's even 50-50. Like our customers, we have some people that have never been to our store. Like 50% of them are online customers, and our working customers still like 50%. So social media has really impacted my business in a very positive way, very good way. You should have your lip gloss. There's no reason why you should walk around with your lips cracked like tiles because you don't like makeup. So if you have lip gloss in your bag, to suit your lips, to make it moisturized and all, and you should have your mascara. That can give you a lift also. Then your black eyeliner. Those, even if you don't like to wear much makeup, those 2-3 things are good. Let me add powder to it, because when your face is oily, you can just dab in your powder. Well, there are some powders that even give you good coverage or not. But if you don't like makeup, let's just say you need your powder, you need your lip gloss, you need your mascara, and you need your eyeliner. The truth is, when you wear makeup, you look awake. Yes, that's why I'm sure you've seen some before and after. So for me, it's about enhancing your beauty. You don't really have to do so much. You can just do at your preference. I like it like this, I like it like that. It's okay. So for me, it's just to enhance your makeup. Just the way we have, just the way we wear our clothes as well. You have different clothes in your wardrobe. There are some days you feel like wearing boo-boo. There are some days you feel like, so where if you ask someone now, where do you wear clothes? Of course to cover your nakedness, but there are so many fashion added to it. So just like makeup too, it's to enhance your makeup. Of course, it makes me as a person, it makes me happy. Like when I'm going out, there are some places I want to go that I know that I have to just do something on my face. It makes me happy. And there's a way makeup even boosts self-esteem. Yeah, And that's it. Well, makeup is just to enhance your beauty for me. I'll say when you want to buy your makeup store, you should go to a trusted supplier, someone that you know that, okay, these people, I'm sure they sell good things. Even if you're not sure, at least even if you buy it today and maybe you don't like the outcome of the product, you can always change the store or change another product. But another thing is, sometimes people react to some compositions in products. So it doesn't necessarily mean that it is fake or a substandard product. We have substandard, that one is for sure. But sometimes people react to they have allergies. So if you buy a product and you react to it, just discontinue it. Just the way, even for skincare products, even for drugs, there's some drugs you take and you start reacting, and your physician will tell you to discontinue it. So likewise makeup, if you buy a product and you're reacting to it, just discontinue it and go for something else. Let's take finance for an instant now. Back here in this country, laying your hands on finance sometimes is not that easy. And because of the kind of business that we do, it ties down your capital, it ties down your money a lot. So there's little challenges there. Sometimes you don't have much liquid flowing in your business, And staffing also, sometimes you might not have good staffs that manage your business well. And if you're lucky to find good ones, it helps your business as well. So don't forget, we are talking about the problems, But God has been good. In that area, I don't really have problem with that. And customer acquisition, customers is not like they're 100% loyal like that. Some are very loyal. Some are very loyal though, but some are not. Just the way I see it, even Coca-Cola still do advertisement. Why is Coca-Cola doing advertisement? We started drinking Coke at 7 when it was 7 naira. But till now, they're still doing advertisement, and I wonder why. So customer acquisition and customer retention is one of the biggest challenges for every businesses, not just makeup business. So that is the reason why you have to keep adding value to yourself. You have to keep strategizing. What do I need to do? Sales and what have you. Exchange rate, importation too, that's another challenge that we face. It's not really regulated like that. Individuals that are into logistics, they come up with the pricing they want to give you, per kg, per weight, and so we do have issues with that. Yeah, immigration officers, And there are some certification that is not even easy to get in the country, So that's a big challenge too for us. I've taken loan for my business. I still do, and I'll still take. Yeah, like I said, when you buy products, your money is tied down, and you don't want to wait till you finish selling that one before you introduce. People want varieties. People get bored easily. Permit me to say that. So for your business to keep moving, you have to keep introducing varieties into your store. If you notice, if you walk into a big store, you end up buying more than you plan to. Do you notice? So you as a small business owner, you should always introduce multiple things, multiple brand, colorful things into your business. So those things are money demanding. You need money to buy all those things. So yeah, you have to keep taking loan. The country as a whole has even turned an average youth to an entrepreneur, overnight entrepreneur. Sincerely, with my years of experience, I can tell you that it's not everybody that is good with business. But here now, you just see everybody just want to do it and survive. It's not easy like we think. Entrepreneurship is not easy. Being a business owner is not easy. And the truth is, everybody cannot lead. Yes, some people have to do it. It's just the way it is. Everybody cannot be at the forefront. But the country has turned all of us to business owners. I thank God I started early when the pressure was not there. So there's no white collar job like that again. So when people finish NYSC, their eyes open and look at that. What course have I even done in school? Because Nigeria is not a producing country. We consume. That's why it looks like we bring in everything, because there's no light. There's so many things government needs to do. We need light. We need good infrastructure. We need good policies that will favor businesses. If the country is a producing country, there will be a lot of employment. The advice I would give to other women entrepreneurs like me is that just take it easy on yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. Be disciplined and be patient. Don't be in a hurry, and look at what works for you. Look at your strength. Like someone like me now, you can see the way I'm a good marketer. I've had this a very long time. I'm not a shy person. I'm not tall low. It's not that you won't ask me to stand up, but I'm not intimidated by people's height and all. I have good self-confidence, and that has really helped me. So I would tell other people to have self-confidence. Don't be in an unhealthy competition, because I've heard this word over time that women bring down women and all. If you really want to go far, don't be like that. Don't look at someone and say, oh, I want to be bigger than this person. That shouldn't be your drive. Why are you in business? Like someone like me, I got into this line of business because I need the money. So it wasn't about anybody. So I'm not into makeup branding because of anybody or because I want to make a point on. I want to live a good life. So for other women out there too, don't be in a competition with other women. Take it easy. Look at the environment. What really works for you? If you don't even have the capital to start a particular thing you want to do, like I tell people, bills over passion. Don't say, oh, the only thing I have passion for now is to be a fashion designer. So if I'm not a fashion designer, I failed. You have not failed. Look at it. How much do you need to start up that brand? What experience do you need? Do you even understand how the market works? I tell people, one of the easiest ways to learn is using other people's resources. You will see most people now, they will say, I don't want to work for anybody. How much did they pay for me? You learn by serving. So don't skip the process. Start from where you are.
We have come to the end of this episode. As usual, we hope you found it interesting and inspiring. We'll be back next week with another mind-blowing package. I'm Nafisa Abdul Al. Thank you for watching.